Noel, thank you for having us here. We are honored to be in this amazing unit. Views are phenomenal. Can you tell us a little bit about this unit and why it's been executed this way?
It's a very special unit, as you said. The owners are lovers of Japanese culture, of Japanese art. They wanted to create something that has the aesthetic of Japan, of something that's quiet, something that's heavenly, something that they can come in with their family and just escape the crazy New York City that surrounds them. And the concept was actually, it's called the Inner Floating Garden, to build a floating garden 79 stories high that would be quiet and serene and everyone could enjoy.
I totally agree. The place is super relaxing, tranquil. It almost has a grounding effect to it. So I want to talk about the artist and the architect behind this build, Hiroshi Sugimoto. He certainly had a very specific and a unique vision for this property. So can you tell us a little bit about him?
Sure. Hiroshi Sugimoto is one of the most famous Japanese artists of our time. He started in photography, he builds parks, he's in museums, he's known all over the world. The owners started collecting his photographs, and they decided when they built this apartment that they wanted something very Japanese in it. And so they asked Sugimoto to build a tea room. And they love the concept of the tea room, of coming into their home and sitting down and having a cup of tea before they do anything else. And so Sugimoto designed a beautiful, beautiful tea room. The whole floor of about 8,000 feet was totally empty. There was nothing in it. So they built the apartment from scratch. And when they saw the designs of the tea room, they said, you know what? Let's have Sugimoto do the whole apartment in the same fashion as the tea room. And that's what they did.
All these textures coming together with the vision of Hiroshi and the unique setting here in 432 Park Avenue. How does this apartment make you feel? Because this is one of the things that I really want to convey to our audience, because as soon as you come up here, it's quiet, and the whole apartment with the window openings has such a unique feel to it. So can you tell us a little bit about that?
Well, one of the interesting things about the apartment, the soji screens, which are on the 10 by 10 foot windows, can either go all up, all down, or halfway. And so if you walk into this apartment and all the screens are up, you think you're floating in heaven. And that was the idea. And if you notice, what stands out when you finish looking at the details and the floors and the stones, you notice the view. And it's almost like the view and the buildings are stones outside. We're surrounded by water, and that's the concept. The old, the new, a building that is brand new, iconic in New York, and putting all that to create a home for somebody.
Absolutely, and it's without a doubt a very unique setup. Now let's cover 432 Park Avenue. It's an iconic building. It is currently the tallest residential building that residents are living in it.
Yes.
Can you tell us a little bit about that? Obviously, view corridors are just phenomenal. So let's cover some of your thoughts on this building and the view corridors we get.
Well, just the address, 432 Park Avenue. It's Park Avenue.
That's right.
And it's almost in the center of the city. You see every view from this apartment. You see downtown, the west side, uptown, east side, and the building was built in really a beautifully architectural way. It's straight up and it's mostly glass.
Absolutely, without a doubt. You have to talk about these views at night. So being this high up, you see the city glowing. How does it make you feel looking out to the city from these window openings?
It makes you feel like you've had something special that night. The beautiful thing is looking at the bridges, because they're like necklaces that go from one side of the river to the other. The lights in the buildings, New York buildings are lit at night because they're cleaning them. So you look out and it looks like a city that's alive. The colors are beautiful, and the night view is just magic. It's like a magician went bang and all the lights went up, and it's beautiful.
Absolutely. Noel, thank you so much for having us in here. We're honored to get a chance to tour this phenomenal property, get a chance to talk to you. And again, thank you for inviting us.
Thank you for having me.